Hello, in this video we will discuss some more terms that we are going to use in wireless network. So now the term is ESS, Extended Service Set. So what is an extended service set? When API are placed at different geographical location, they are connected by some wired network. This deployment is called ESS. Like you can see, we have two access points which are present at different location. Let's say this is location number 1, this is location number 2, and when I am connecting them through with the help of a wired network. So this deployment is called, this particular circle, this particular area is called ESS. So when you connect, you can say two AP clouds together. So that is ESS, Extended Service Set. In a single cell there was BSS. When you are connecting two together, that is ESS, Extended Service Set. So you can see in this example, this is BSS1, this is BSS2, this is AP1, AP2. Both APs have different BSS ID, but both are advertising the same SSID, that is my network. Because the end user will always see the SSID, not the BSSID. BSSID is a device term. Sorry. Next we have roaming. What do you mean by roaming? Roaming means when a user is moving from one basic service set to another basic service set, or you can say when a user is moving from one cell to another cell, that process is called roaming. And see, this is what wireless networks are all about. When the user is in one cell, it is connected to the API and it is able to access network services seamlessly. But when he is moving to another cell, we want that till that time when he is going from one cell to another, in that time also he should have seamless connectivity with the network. So that particular, you can say when a client will go from one cell to another cell, that process is called roaming, and we need to look into this thing that we are able to provide seamless connectivity to the user while he is roaming. Next we have ad hocs. What do you mean by ad hoc? Ad hoc is basically independent basic service set. So basically, let's say nowadays we have this feature, we call it, in mobiles we call it hotspot. You can configure your own laptop, your own mobile as a AP, and it start advertising a SSID. Devices can connect to that SSID and can access internet through your device. So that particular scenario is called IBSS, or some people also call it ad hoc. Now we have devices like repeaters which are present in wireless networks. What are repeaters? Repeaters are used to increase, or you can say expand, signal strength. So let's say this is my computer, this is actually my wireless router, and this is internet, but the range is not proper on computer. So we can use repeaters in between to expand the range. Repeaters are basically used to rectify the signals, or you can say to improve the signal strength. Then we have some work group bridge devices, kind of devices. What is the use of this device? For example, this laptop does not have wireless connectivity, but still you want to connect this laptop to a wireless network. So with the help of LAN cable, you can connect it to a workgroup bridge, and this workgroup bridge now have capability of connecting it to the access point. So basically, workgroup bridge is providing a wired client capability of using wireless network. Now guys, the last thing that we have to discuss in this video, what are radio frequencies? So radio frequency means the number of times the number of times signal will make one complete up and down. This is one complete up and down. So this is one cycle. We call it one cycle. So let me explain the concept. What do you mean by radio frequency? Let's say my laptop is on the table and Wi-Fi is mounted on the wall. So how my laptop is able to connect to that access point? Access point is sending signals in the form of waves. So my laptop will fall on some of the wave, or you can say the wave will fall on my laptop on any part and it is able to connect. In the same way, data is sent from my laptop to the access point. From the access point to the laptop and laptop to the access point. In both directions, radio frequency will travel in the form of wave. Now, what do you mean by wave? A wave means a cycle. Cycle means data is traveling like this. And this is the line. Now, what is frequency? Frequency means number of cycles that will form in 1 second. Now, frequency can be measured in cycles per second, or you can measure it in hertz. So, we usually measure frequency in hertz. So, 1 hertz means 1 hertz means 1 cycle per second. So there are another units also for hertz. We have kilohertz, megahertz, gigahertz. So you can see 1 kilohertz is 1000 hertz, 1 megahertz is 10 lakh hertz. So you can convert gigahertz yourself. So guys, in this video again we have discussed few basic things about wireless networks. Thank you.